Hello folks, I'm Mike with Old Man Catfishing. I hope the lighting's better. I'm right underneath the living room light. Let me turn this on. Okay, that's my light with the computer. I'll take and move it or it's more center because I also got this window light. So what I'm going to do is try to straighten out some of my tackle. And I got all these trays like, you know, what everybody has. I use 2 tackle bags generally. What I do is actually try to figure out what I'm going to fish for that day. So I'm looking and I come across this one, and it had stuff for stink bait, stuff for stink bait, and it had 2 bobbers. Well, the kids love using these little bobbers, so I got a whole tray right here. I'm going to put stuff in. So let's get the bobber tray out. I kind of call this my small bait tray because I also have packages of the small hooks. So I'm going to take them out, and this is just going to be, excuse me, this is going to be for my bobbers. So I'm taking these 2 bobbers, putting in this one tray, kind of try to show y'all what it looks like. And then I look down here and I've got hooks in here. So I'm gonna try to take the hooks out. There's a bunch, and there's some stuff I was looking for. Split shots. Because I was using stuff that I generally don't use, weights that I generally don't use for bluegill fishing. I said, where's all my split shots? Well, here they are. Doggone it. So I'm gonna put that in the weights one. And I actually guess I could set up a tray just for bluegills, because you know the kids, that's what the little ones like to fish for, and I really don't have anything set. And some of these bobbers are just too big. They just kind of force them in, and it works to an extent. You know, I'll get these pinch weights out of here, because we could use them a lot. And I think one thing that Bentley was doing, I think that's a good idea. They were just using just jig heads and put a bobber on that, and that's your weight and hook and everything. And actually, when it goes down, it sits, because these, unless you have them straight up down, the hooks like this, well, if you go on bottom, they're like that. But you know, bluegills being the little eaters they are, I don't think it really matters. Now, when you've got, we're having to just have hardly any distance between the bobber and the hook, because that's a shallow pond and it's full of grass and everything. So I know I'm not paying attention to you guys, but I'm trying to clear all this out of here. And I found some swivels that I want for they're bigger swivels I use on my catfishing, so that'll go in a different box. And it's amazing what you get over the years. Then you start looking at it, you go, wow, why did I put that there, and that there, and that there? It's like this hook here. I'm setting it aside because it's practically straightened out. I'll put it in the trash, and what I generally do, I take a sandwich bag and put all the bad hooks in there, and then kind of wrap it up to where it won't be coming through. And then I got these little, I call them pencil bobbers, and one of them, I think this is the culprit. Yeah, you push down on it, there's nothing to hook it to, so that thing's going in the trash. This one, it's fine. See, it's got that little groove and everything, so put that over there. And I'm going to start using a lot. I used to use it back home. I got where I was using these things to kind of put in between my swivel and my catfish hook to kind of keep the bait off the bottom. But you know what? These are perfect for bluegills. And that's just these little foam bobbers. You just slide them on the line and you put that little jewel in there. I've caught many of bluegills using it. It's easy. It's These are bigger than I normally use, but it's easy enough. The bluegills can pull them under. So trying to make more room here. I've got to go get some better bobbers. Those bobbers that we had that you can clip on and the round ones, they suck. They're horrible. Nothing's made worth a darn anymore, and that's a shame. But I need to go get some. These are too, I use them. Bentley don't like them because the bluegills will just take off, and well, if they're taking off, they pretty much got a hold of it. So I gotta lean back a little bit. So anyway, pull this like this. It's like we're having a casual conversation. So that's my bobber one. It's pretty much, I got all the bobbers in it and everything that I've got. And I might come up with some more and end up putting, that's just the thing about it. I opened this one up a while ago, and I opened the other one up. That's now empty. And of course, it's got my King Cash Tournament Trail sticker on it. I've had this one a long time. But I've got 2 bags actually. So I'm gonna kind of set this aside. That's my bobber one. And put it over here on top of my camera bag. Now, I tell you, that's another thing. Probably gonna do more than just one video on this. Because I started thinking, I do this one with the, about my trays and everything like that. And then I've got trays full of lures. I don't know, because it's old man catfishing, but, I also fish for white bass and crappie and bluegills, as y'all have seen. But a lot of it is just, I think I could do a video. Well, one day I will do a video. One day I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to show each bag and what I have in that bag that I carry with me to go fishing. Because, I've got a cutting board, I got a knife to cut up bait, I got a rag, I got a scale, but that's a different video. So this one is my hooks, and as you see, I've got these eagle claw hooks, and I'm sitting there burping like crazy. These right here, they got the little bait holders on them and everything. You put a swivel on, and all you gotta do is put the hole where the knot is, the loop is, put it through, and then put your hook through there, and it's on. It's easy to change out. It's easy to get for the kids. And there's another swivel I can use. That's got, I'm gonna cut a hook off that one. But anyway, I come across stuff like that. I need to get a different box for different types of hooks. These are my hooks for the big circle hooks. Here's the deal. I don't know if y'all can see that. This has the barbs on it for a live bait. These are see, you can see that one more. See those barbs? And they're sharper. Well, you try to put a snell knot on there. The knotless one, it cuts it. I mean, they are super sharp. It's stupid why someone put that on there. And they're from Bass Pro Shops. And they're Bass Pro. Now, see, I got these. That's what you need. But what I did, let me see if I got a line. I come up with a deal. And see if this line. No. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I won't do it today, but I'm going to show you a knot that I come up with to use on that one with the barbs on it, and it works good. It doesn't slip. It has it at the angle where that see, there's smaller ones, and they're the same way. I just don't understand why they put that on. This is for, I guess they figure, they're going to use this, but everyone wants to use that snell. And I'm going to move everything back so I can lean back a little bit. Wants to use that snell, and you can't use it. I've tried it. When I pulled it up, I noticed it put little nicks in my leader line. Well, you get a good decent sized fish on there, and that sucker's going to snap. And but I'm not after. I'm rearranging everything as we go. I mean, how often do you hook a great big one? But it would be a shame if you hook a big one and then it messes up because of that freaking flaw in that hook cuts the line. So basically, also, I've got some empty trays here for hooks. And this one, I'm gonna take these package ones, I'm gonna put them over here. And see, I got some still in the package, but they're the ones, catfish ones, definitely. I got some that I've never opened, but I've got a bunch of they're called kale hooks, and they look pretty good. There's 40 in them. I bought them because they looked really good. I'm probably going to leave them in the container here, but I have the tendency to like to set the hook myself because I don't really trust sometimes that knot from not coming undone. Now these are big. These are kale hooks. That's one for flatheads. Flatheads generally, unless you have the patience to let them take it under, just those circle hooks aren't that good on them. So I mean, I'm going to have to come up with some other trays. So that's a 8/0. This here is a 3/0 because I fish more for channel cats than anything. The pond that we fish at, we caught all the bluegills, and the other pond I fish at, we've caught some blues out of that Nelson pond, but we generally just catch channel cats. This one don't want to come open. It's probably because it got tape on it. Some of us old people got to have stuff pointed out to us at times. And I know y'all are sitting there going, wow, you weren't very prepared. It is what it is. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get out a video. My deal was to do a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And if I got the time, but now see, that's a little bit big for channel cat. That's about the biggest you want for channel cat. The bigger channel cat, yeah, that'll be perfect. So that's that. And then I got these, and these are number ones. And this is the ones that I was excited about because it seems like I have a better hookup. It seems like the circle hooks work to an extent on the channel cats, and one reason I got it because that fiber bait and the way I have doing the punch bait, I don't like using the treble hooks. The treble hooks, your hookup rate is just not that good. But I mean, these smaller ones like that would be perfect on the smaller channel cats. You put one that fiber baits on, and what I like doing on that punch bait actually is I get some gauze. I got a package of 100 squares of gauze, and I got a knife that I no longer use here. I'll just take some of that punch bait, and I'll just kind of smear it on there like you're smearing peanut butter on bread, but I put it right in the middle, and then I take that. I already have the hook tied and everything. I set that hook right in there, and I overlap it and tie it on there, and chunk it out there. Well, the holes in that gauze, that bait leaks out, and that way I use less treble hooks. Now I got treble hooks. I've caught catfish with that punch bait on treble hooks, but like I said, it's just, man, the hookup ratio is not that good because you got a lot of, especially if you're using the fiber that has the cattails in it and everything. It sticks on there so good, and they have to sit there and eat on the wall because if they grab the whole thing, there's a chance you're using that number 4 or number 6 treble hook, and it's just not going to go through that stuff, and especially a smaller channel cat, So anyway, you saw the hooks. I'm going to have to come up. Well, I'll probably use this one. There's nothing in it. I'll probably take right here. I'll probably take all these hooks here out of their packages, and I'll put them in a tray. Then I got these dividers, and I'm going to take each of these hooks and have their own separate deal, because all my circle hooks are in this one box, and it's pretty much full. And then, I mean, I got them all the way down to, you know, for using them for channel cats, and I actually got some Kells in here, which I'll probably end up putting in that box. But I got some little. So, and these are some of them triple action. They don't really hook themselves on them. I mean, they can, but you know, it's if they don't hook themselves, then you can't jerk up. You have to do a sweeping motion, and that can sometimes be if you're. I watched my son, man. They were hitting, and they had it, but he didn't let them set the hook themselves, and he kept missing them, and he was getting frustrated. He said, "Circle hooks suck." Well, to some people they do, but you got to be patient. And now Bentley and I went there one time, and I didn't even have the camera set up, and we caught. Well, I let him reel it in, but I'm sitting there getting the camera ready. He goes, "Geepaw," and that Ripping Lips rod of mine was bent down, almost touching the ground. I mean, that was a prime example of a circle hook working like it's supposed to. He reeled it in there, and it went 4.78 pounds. So, and then now this box here. This one pretty much is going to stay the same. I've got these. This is all the stuff for using the stink bait and everything like that. I got swivels in here. I got all kinds of treble hooks. I got these woolly ones that Team Catfish has. And so you look at that. I'm going to show you something. You look at that, and I can see this like this, and it gets in the way of the hook. I've caught them on this, but the hookup ratio is just not that good. But I got the little worms, and I've cut down the tubes like that, and actually put J hooks. See right here. I use the J hooks, and I'll put it on there, and they'll hold it in there, and I have better success with that. But like I said, now I'm using that gauze, and I just think that's the way to go. This time of year, with the water temperatures, the heat like it is up in the 90s and everything, the water temperatures, it's the best time to use the stink baits and stuff. But I got 2 little nibbles Sunday. He didn't get any nibbles. And I tell you what, there's such a variety of size of bluegills, and you can see the catfish cruising in the shallows. Well, I think they're just gorging themselves on those bluegills. And so the process bait, that's something that they're not used to seeing. And then you got the turtles there. I mean, Bentley caught a turtle last weekend. Easton caught a turtle. It's just full of turtles. Dalton and I talked about using chicken livers. Well, you got to keep the turtles off the chicken livers. So, I mean, I'm going to try different things. I'm going to try the bait again, the process bait again. I'm going to take my rod holders out, and I'm going to try more than one rod. And I'm going to we plan on going tentatively Saturday because I know it's Labor Day weekend, and my son and daughter-in-law usually go out with her parents, and her dad works a tracker, and they get one of the tracker pontoon boats, and they go out cruising the lakes and everything. But with Bentley's hip like it is, I don't know if he's going to be able to go on that boat with the bouncing around boat and everything. He actually said he doesn't know if he's going to be able to. So we got plans tentatively, like I said, to take one day at least. They don't go out all 3 days. They usually just go one day. But then I've looked at the weather, and it's supposed to rain all 3 days. It's going to be a lot nicer and stuff, a lot better than it was Sunday. We caught a lot of fish Sunday, as y'all saw in the video, but my goodness, we suffered there at the end. Bentley was hydrated. I didn't have any water, and he was really struggling, bless his heart. But I've got an extra chair. They got chairs down at their camper. I think next time I'm going to at least bring my extra chair and set up one of them in the shade for him. He just sits out on that bench because he pretty much has to sit down because that his is so messed up. So it was kind of bad on my part, and his too, but it is what it is. This one, and I found a box in there. I got a bunch of my weights. See, I need to put this set up. I got this from that tackle box that you get, and I think that'd be perfect. The only thing I don't like is the size of the swivels. They're little bitty, but what it would do, it would get down there and it'd keep your bait off the bottom. So I'm gonna set that aside. See, and I got my sinker slides in here. I got some that just regular sink, which I can use those a lot. I got my slide them on after your sinker slides and before, and they keep you from running into your knot. I got my 3-way swivels. I love these things. The ones that straight through is where I tie my line. That one's where I tie my weights. I got the regular swivels, which these gold ones, I love them. Then I got in here, this is kind of like my weight box. I got a lot more weights I can put in. This is pretty cool setups. It's already got a swivel and everything. I think and that's a small weight. I think it's more apt for channel cat. I just don't know about those swivels, how good they'd be on a bigger fish. But it is, and here's one that, this guy, you sit there, you get that monthly box. I can't remember what it's called now. And you get it for bass or panfish or, catfish. I get the catfish one. They were sending me some stuff for catfish. I'm like, this is stupid. But anyway, and then I'm like, just how big do y'all fish for bullheads and channel cats? Look how tiny that swivel is. That's a little swivel. I mean, tiny. But this is what I use. I think the biggest one I got in this box right now are 3s. And I got 4s, 5s, and 6s in a box. So what I'm going to do is take this one and set it up. Then I got them old bell type ones. Used to, I'd taken use those eagle claws like you saw a while ago with that loop on. I'd put this on, then I put a swivel on, then I put one of those eagle claws, and this would slide up and down the string. And I use braid a lot, and I'm sitting there like, eventually it'd wear out, and I'd be casting, and I'd cast out, and all of a sudden you're snapping. There goes everything. So I'd put it. I didn't know about sinker slides until I started watching Steve Douglas. And then I thought, wow, that's pretty handy. Well, then you put that bobber stopper on there, and it protects your knot. I like the soft ones, like these green ones here. They're softer than the harder ones. So, it seems like they work. So that's what I gotta get everything out. I'm kind of just rambling through, showing what I got and how I'm going to set it up, because this will be I start looking at everything. I go, oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video, and I don't want to make that long of a video. Once I get it all situated, I'll get back with you. I got some stuff here that I'm going to chunk, and then I got to set everything up. Take my time setting it up. Like I said, this will be a long video. And then what I'm going to do is, like I said earlier, I'm going to take each of my bags and I'm going to show you what I carry with me. I got 2 bags. Now, if I'm going bass fishing or something, I put all the stuff in one, but I got a bunch of totes. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these totes and I'm going to put all these trays that I have, that I'm not having the bag, in the totes. Because there's sometimes like at that pond, Bentley was needing a topwater. Y'all saw me pull off all that line, hit backlash, and I put some fluorocarbon on there, and I bought him a frog at Walmart earlier, and about the 4th cast, that frog got hung up and he lost it, so he's throwing buzzbait. Well, I got a tray in there in my closet full of topwaters, chuggers, and old type. So I'm going to take those with me, but I mean, you never know. I got lures out there. If the white bass are running, all I got is catfish stuff, so I need to carry that stuff with me. Because that little car I got, I can fold down the seat, make a lot more room, put some totes in there, have more room for my fishing rods, get some of the stuff in my trunk out of there, and I'll do a better job of setting this stuff up. I'm going to get it all set up, take my time setting it up, so I'm not in a hurry trying to explain everything to y'all. I just basically showed you. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trays for catfishing. And I'm probably going to end up getting more, because, I'm going to want 1 tray, nothing but hooks, 1 tray, nothing but, well, then I got the empty tray, and that's going to be for my Kell hooks And for those other hooks that's in the packages, I'm going to take them out. They're going to have their own little spot. And so it's going to be, I try to carry one bag. I've been carrying one bag that has my bluegill and channel cat stuff in it. And then one bag that has my flathead and blue cat. Well, that's just, then like I said, I got those lures. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to get off here. I hope you like these videos. I know that I'm not doing as good on views with the videos I do in my apartment. The one we did fishing was amazing. I can't believe the amount of views I got for the video. I mean, there's other people who get a lot more views, but right now it's one of the best I've done this year. And as far as all the shorts, oh my gosh, the shorts have exploded off this video. You people are so freaking nice. I've got 30 something subscribers since Sunday. So we're inching closer to that 500 subscribers where I'll have the drawing for those 2 dangling catfish rods. And I'm just blessed. I'm having fun doing this. I'm not sitting here in my apartment and watching TV all day. I'm losing a little bit of weight. I know if y'all look, y'all say, wow, he's a big guy. I am. But I was doing like a lot of seniors. I was just sitting and waiting. I mean, I got bad knees and I got COPD. But I think keep losing this weight, and it's going to help me out beneficially. I walked out, like I said, I walked out this morning, and it was like walking to a brick wall. The humidity was so high, and I planned on going fishing. So I'll get all this stuff straightened out. And I'll show you what I got in each bag. I'll show you all my lures for bass fishing and stuff. And hopefully, I don't know, it's supposed to be the same way tomorrow, but I'll step outside. And if the humidity's high tomorrow, then maybe I can make another video and just show you what I did with each tray and how I sorted it out and how much better it looks. And maybe make one of the videos where here's what I'm going to carry in this bag and show you the extra stuff I'm carrying with me. But we really appreciate you watching. If you haven't liked this, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share it. More people has shared this last week than ever before. More people, check this out. They said, do you know how many, they did a little quiz. They said, what percentage of your viewers do you think watches your videos on TV? And so that's how I watch mine, generally it's on TV. And I thought, maybe 2%. No, it was 11%. It was almost 10,000 people watch my videos on TV, and I'm just like, I'm amazed by that. I'm just like, wow, Michael Cook from little old Pampa, Texas, living in Lebanon, Missouri now. And when I was little, I dreamed of having a fishing show, because back then it was Roland Martin, Jimmy Houston, Bill Dance, Homeless Circle on PBS, and this other one, the Streams one on PBS. And there wasn't ESPN back then. And it was summertime only, So now we had American Sportsman with Kurt Gowdy, and that was a lot of hunting in that show, because they'd have like Fess Parker and Fred Bear. And that's when I got my passion for bow hunting, was watching Fred Bear. And but if they did show fishing, they were fly fishing up. Kurt Gowdy was really known for his fly fishing. They'd be up in the Rockies somewhere fly fishing, or they'd be in Alaska or they'd be out in the ocean fishing for marlin or sailfish or shark. But that was what we had when I was growing up. Now, oh my gosh, you got the Sportsman Channel, you got the Outdoor Network, you got all kinds of stuff. You can live stream so many different channels. I got a Roku TV. My gosh, I can get almost 2,000 streaming channels on that Roku TV, and a lot of them are outdoor channels. So anyway, folks, we really appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, and share if you don't mind. And we'll see you on down the road with our next video. Have a good one.